Malerblatt's tree. The artists and workers that make the land grow, that make the rains fall and make the winds blow, are of a special race of giants called the Jotun. One of these Jotun went by the name of Malerblatt. She was in charge of one task, as often they were. It was her job to paint the leaves green. It was a very special duty. She graced the scene everywhere she went, twirling and spinning, splodging blobs of green paint as she danced. Majestically she would sway, dabbing green onto grey. All was good. After several years of decorating, some of the other Jotun noticed that Malerblatt had stopped dancing. Instead, she just stood, solemnly splattering the leaves with careless dabs and jabs, no longer joyful and happy, just moping. A little river fish spied her from the stream. He swam over and poked his slippery head out. "Malerblatt, dear giant, why are you so sad? Normally you bolt around, all cheery and glad." The Jotun spoke. "I'm tired of green on every tree. I want to paint something no one's ever seen." The fish swam away for a moment, then returned with some weeds, pulled from the mouth of the river, a clump of amber-tinted algae. He spat it out onto the ground by her feet. "Grind this down in your hand. You will make a colour just like sand." Malerblatt squashed and squished and smushed and made a new paint with a tinge of yellow. The fish called out to a friendly bird, who picked several juicy berries from up high. It dropped them down to the giant below. "Crush these lovely berries, you will make a colour just like cherries." Malerblatt pummeled and pushed into a pulp and made a new mix with a tinge of red. The bird sang aloud to a nearby deer, who gathered some shells from the beach. It passed them to the giant. "Break these up and you will sire a brand new colour just like a sapphire." Malerblatt crushed and cracked and crumbled and made a new dye with a tinge of blue. She loved her new colours and could make various new ones by mixing those she already had. Soon she had a palette of all the colours. Jumping forward, she bounded around the land until she found a lonely tree untouched by her hand. She spread the paints all over, decorating so free, until all could be seen was a multi-coloured tree. Leaves of indigo, vermilion and xanthia made the tree look even fancier. Amethyst framed in cobalt blue, jasmine magenta and honeydew too. She stood back and looked on. The fish and the bird and the deer all joined her. Each animal complimented her work. "How fantastically fun! How breathtakingly beautiful! How delightfully different!" And then, suddenly, erupting from the tree shot a magnificent rainbow. At the top rested Iris, the great goddess. She loved Malerblatt's tree so much that she gave the giant a new job. She put her in charge of painting rainbows as well. The giantess dipped her brush into blobs of paint. She smeared a strand of red across the sky. Underneath she drew a line of orange. Beneath that she marked a strip of yellow. Then she spread a string of green. After that a band of blue, underlined with a dash of indigo and finally framed with violet. It was beautiful. Malerblatt was so happy that she danced around. Her large, gigantic steps caused the skies to open and rain to fall down. Each booming thud caused the sun to smile and beam brightly. And soon it became that every time it rained whilst the sun shone, a new rainbow would appear in the world.